and we're going to try to find their living relatives and return this to them. So it's like a let's play, but in real life.
This is the second episode where we are actually trying to find out who are in these pictures and if we can return them to their living relatives. In the last episode, this is the hypothesis that we were working with, that Samuel may have been the father of Elvira, Elsie, and Sophie. We know for sure that Henry and Lena were siblings because it was written on the back of Lena's photo. We also have a picture of Henry and Bertha's wedding day, so we know that that information is correct. So in the last episode, we found the cemetery gravestone for Bertha and Sophie, and we learned that Sophie was born in 1913, died in 1976. And here's her grave marker. And so tombstone information is usually given by other relatives. So for now, we're going to assume that this is fairly correct. It could be wrong, so just keep that in mind for when you're researching your own family. Now we're going to update our hypothesis tree because we know that Samuel is not Sophie's dad. We're going to go ahead and add Bertha as Sophie's correct mother. I also noticed a record for a Matilda, born in 1899, seems to have died at 18 days old, but has a beautiful gravestone. It must have been hard to lose a baby at that age, and that might explain why we don't have a picture of Matilda. From Find a Grave, we also find out that Henry's middle name is Solomon. Looking at the information we have so far, everything seems to line up. We see that they got married several years before they had Matilda and Sophie. Most couples have a baby about 1 or 2 years after they got married. So it's very likely that Sophie or Elsie may have been born before Matilda. Let's check the ancestry hints for more information. Here we find the Find a Grave record. So I'm going to save that real quick. And here we find a picture labeled Bertha Fricke, but it doesn't look anything like our Bertha Fricke. One has brown hair, one has blonde hair and blonde eyebrows. Um, It says here that it was originally owned by one of the Eitelgeorges and passed down. And I'm comparing the trees, and it looks like it's the right family. Unless her hair went white when she went old, but she doesn't look old in this picture. One of the best parts about Ancestry.com is that you can message the people who posted the pictures. So in this case, I'm reaching out to see if we can get more information about who these pictures might belong to and why these two women look so different but have the same name. Karen wrote back and let me know that the picture may be mislabeled because an in-law had worked with one of the Eitelgeorges in her later years to identify the pictures. The other option is that there may be two Bertha Frickes in the family. We also learned that Karen is a descendant of one of Henry's uncles, and so they would be first cousins 5 times removed. She does know two other Eitelgeorge families, but neither of them are related to Henry. So she would probably be our best candidate to give the pictures to as of now, but ideally we could find the children of the great-great-grandchildren of Henry or the children from Sophie's branch. I asked about the rest of the family, and she mentioned that Alvina or Elvira died in 1911 and Elsie died in 1915. It also seems that Samuel may be Henry's brother. He may have gone by the name Frederick Samuel, but we really want to just focus on finding any of the Schmidt descendants from Sophie's marriage. Okay, so here is our updated tree that shows that Henry, Samuel, and Lena were siblings, and the rest of the kids belong to Bertha and Henry. I did a bunch of more research, and unfortunately, it did not record. As you see, I added a child named Lydia and one named Louisa. Louise. I can never pronounce certain names. You guys are welcome to help me search for clues and help me find the descendants. It would be so fun to do this together. Please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you'll be alerted when I post the next episode next week. If you've liked it, please give it a like and share with any friends that might find this fun. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.